As it's called? Yeah, we started a kilometer before and we're walking towards the recharge zone. It's pretty hot. All the field staff are walking with us. It's hot for me, so you can imagine how hot it is for John.
Yes, indeed. So we're going up
That's Kishan.
Kishan,
our research person.
You gonna say hello?
Say hi.
Hi, my name is Kishan.
He's a geologist working with BV doing the research with. And
From Osmania.
yeah, from Osmania University. It is supposed to be from Hyderabad.
Thank
and
you.
It's a very reputed university.
Yes.
And he seems to be pretty much in control of what's happening here. And it's quite a glad thing for us to know how the research is being dealt here.
And we're walking up into the hills. And we haven't been told how far.
No, we're not walking into the hills, John. Don't trick them.
Thank you so much for bringing us along today. Okay.
I'll put some ants in it first. You don't need to kill it, okay? Is it recharge zone, huh? Then you can actually see the impact of the water. కదా రెయిన్ఫోర్స్ తగ్గు అయితే చాలా ఇంపాక్ట్స్ చూద్దాం కదా హిట్ అలాగే ఉల్టా రెయిన్ఫాల్ మంచిగా అయితే అప్పుడు
రిజల్ట్
వస్తుంది
ఈ సీజన్ ప్రజెంట్ ఇయర్ ఈజ్
బ్యాడ్ ఫర్ రెయిన్స్ ఇక్కడ తెలంగాణలో
ఏపీ
దిస్ ఇస్ ద ఫస్ట్ చెక్ డ్యామ్ చెక్ డ్యామ్ ట్రెంచ్ ఇదేమి
ఈ చెక్ డ్యామ్ ట్రెంచెస్
before the check dam. Okay, there are trenches, huh? Yeah. Okay, let's see the trenches also. Hi, this is the check dam, the first check dam, where the rainwater which is coming in will be held back to kind of allow it to seep into the groundwater aquifer. Before that, there are some trenches which are again to kind of slow down the water which kind of runs off the hill, so that there is a lot more uptake in the groundwater, which actually recharges the underground water basin from where the RO plant picks up the water to purify. In a way, we are trying to maintain the levels and not deplete the groundwater. Pratap, sit. Where is Upendra Garu? Chicha is not coming, huh? Good.
He's already dead. He's patient now, right now.
What happened to them?
Fever. He has been admitted in the hospital since 2 days.
Oh, what? Okay. That was a check down. Great. Let's go and see the trenches. Ustara? Yeah. పిల్లలు తీసుకో పిల్లలు ఎవరైనా తీసుకో వాళ్ళకి పిల్లలు ఇస్తారా ఫ్రెండా మీ ఫ్రెండా
we have taken the assistance of an engineer in designing this construction. We have
who helped in designing this construction. From an engineer from Vasan, he has helped in designing this construction.
And installing it.
This construction.
This construction.
Yeah, the check dam construction.
That's great.
Yeah.
So Wasan have been helping. Was an
Engineer from Vasan has
Designed the check dam.
Yeah.
the construction. Estimation done by.
Okay. Natural kada, washed out. See, this is the water washes out all the sand and kind of just picks up all the good soil and also runs out fast. That way water never stays back. It just gets out and goes and stands wherever there is steep. Not exactly where there is a recharge zone. Recharge zone is the place where if the water stays back, there is a lot of possibility that water goes underground and recharges. Or else it could just remain as a surface water body tank like this, which it just becomes a pit which holds water for a couple of days, and all this water, some of it definitely goes underground, but what will happen is most of it is lost in evaporation. How hot it is, it just goes out. A centimeter height of water can just evaporate in a day, and the number of centimeters, let's say it's 1 feet, 30 centimeters. Within a month, all of it will go out. You don't know how much will go underground. So we need to really scientifically locate where the recharge point is and accordingly divert the water so that the uptake underground is maximum. So BV is doing this in collaboration with Vasan and Kishan, who are like putting together the designs of this check dam and the trenches, where to dig the trenches, and how to kind of ensure maximum recharge to the groundwater body.
Let's go and see the trenches.
The trench.
Can you explain why it was dug here and why it's designed like this?
I don't know why it's
Can
designed.
we ask Kishan maybe?
ఎందుకోసం size shape అలాగ ఉంది?
స్ట్రెంగ్త్ను మనం తగ్గించడానికి ఇప్పుడు ఆ పైనుండి గుట్టలపై
Fast గా వస్తుంది.
ఫాస్ట్ స్పీడ్లో వస్తాయి కాబట్టి మనకు కొట్టుకోపోకుండా మనకు
ఇది పెద్దగా అలాగ చేసి ఇలాగే మీరు చేస్తారు.
అంటే ఇక్కడ మట్టి ఎక్కువ అంటే స్లోప్ ఏరియాలో ఉంది కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ
స్లో చేయడానికి కోసం పెద్దగా చేశారు.
కట్టకట్టి అంటే వాటర్ లెవెల్ చూసి కొట్టుకోపోకుండా బాండ్
It's designed in such a way that it's right below the foothills. If you can show them the hill and like where it is located, it's right at the foothill of this whole hillock. So when the water comes down from rain, it has some good speed. What could happen is, like, if you have a trench which is narrow, it can wash away the trench also or fill the trench with mud also. So right at the receiving end, it's like a pot, so that it falls in, holds it, slows down the speed. Once the pot fills up, it goes through the trenches anyway. It flows out because it's filled and it has a channel to move out. It uses that channel to get out, and this is the bund to hold the water from going the other side.
And how do we know that it fills towards where the RO plant is? Do we have that map that we had earlier?
what
Well, that's
happens
over there.
is that when you kind of are doing such activities, you need to observe certain wells over a period of time to know where is the recharge point. This place, which is where we have put the check dam, it was arrived at based on those observation points. The village already has 70 wells, some irrigation and some to be, what should I say, some drinking water wells previously used. And those wells are observed over a period of time. And out of the 70, it seemed that which are the wells which have direct impact on the RO. And then from the 70, we arrived at 7 wells. And from those 7 wells, it's observed on a monthly basis what's happening to the levels, what's happening to the levels. Those are the crucial wells. When observed, you know what's happening to the recharge and also the uptake or the withdrawal. When you pull out water, you withdraw water, right? It's called withdrawal at the RO. So that's how mapping those out. And also this is called the every piece of land has topo sheet, as in how high is every part of the land. Like here, these are the hills. Yeah, these are the hills, and this is where our village is. I've just held the map upside down, but that's how it is height wise. Geographically, this part is below on the earth, but the slope wise, these are higher on elevation than the village here. So the water flows down to the village from the hill. So we need to kind of arrive at a place where there is recharge happening, which and therefore is drawn at the village. And like we have a recharge zone somewhere here, I think. Correct? Ikkadunda recharge zone. Ikkada. Yeah. RO ikkada undi.
Recharge
Ikkada. The check dam is here. And do you want to come closer, John? If the village is here, the check dam is here, the RO plant is here. Village as in the center of the village. So what happens is the check dam holds the water back, and recharge is happening underground water through, let's say, a canal, underground canal or a fracture it's called, from here to the RO plant. So you have to hold back the water here because this is directly connected underground to this aquifer. So that's why we have put a check dam right here. And before that, we are having all the trenches to slow down the water so that these trenches, which we just saw, big pot and a canal pulled out of it, are helping the check dam hold the water also. Because once the trenches also picks up water, the check dam also needs something done before it. Because just that piece of dam will not do the job.
budget also that pumping hours.
So yeah, also Kishan is picking up the data of how much water is drawn by the RO plant on a daily basis. As in the water budget for the RO plant is now looked at by Kishan on a regular basis. How much water is pumped out, how much is used. Seasonally, that also changes. In summers, people want more water. Winters, they don't want so much water.
Using the water.
For crops. Wells. Yeah, wells. The 7 wells.
Total wells crop budget planning. That
Okay, he's also picking up the irrigation and crop budgeting of water. Because when you do watershed management, you cannot just spin it onto a small RO plant. Because that's one of the smallest withdrawers of water. Most of the water will be used by irrigation. So it's necessary that you take that into account also when you're planning, because you know how to do it more holistically for the village.
And we were saying that it's too early to say if this, the effect of this research or these pits. What's the plan for this research now?
Any of such interventions or watershed management or micro watershed management needs 1 year time for us to understand what the impact is. There should be a one rain to see how, like you need to see how it was before it, how it was after. For it, from the time you start, let's say you start in winter, you need to see winter, summer, rains, and let's say whatever fourth season, and again winters. That's when you'll be able to observe the levels in water. You need at least 1 year to observe the change in levels, which could be minimal. If you spend 2 years, you will know how it has impacted it positively or nothing at all. The whole point is such interventions cannot have negative impact. they either have positive or a very no impact. That's all.
Thank you.
And we have found changes in water level.
Yeah, show it in sense. He's already, Madhu is already saying that there are changes in water levels.
Changes in water levels.
Across the months, huh?
Yeah. We have collected data from August, September till October. So we have found some changes.
Water level good or not?
Yeah, positive changes.
Positive changes.
Because water level coming up.
Coming up.
Yes.
There has been little rain.
Little rain in the month of August, July. We have small showers. So we are able to, some results we have found. Some positive changes, but during this season we are not finding that much result because of there is no rain in the recharge point itself, so we are not able to.
Yeah, we will not see any result if there is no rain.
Let's go and see it.
You're liking this work, Madhu? That kind of work.
I have been helping Kishan because
I'm asking, are you liking it?
Yeah, I'm liking it.
Good.
This kind of research. It's a little difficult than RO.
But still, I'd like to.
You'd like to know more. Do you think this is more holistic than RO? Like working on such trenches, putting such things. Do you think so? Are you able to feel
because
it?
Because it can help not only in terms of health, but also have a holistic development for people in the village.
When you say holistic what?
No, mostly people are dependent on agriculture in villages. So for agriculture is the main aspect for them. So they feel it is the main thing for them. Instead of they feel that water, they may not find water is the much important aspect.
So for them more than drinking water, as much as drinking water, agriculture is also.
They also feel equally important.
Agriculture.
So the water, anyhow, as you were saying in the meeting, agriculture is very important aspect for them, and water is most important for the irrigation. So adopting these kind of things also helpful to the farmer who depend mostly
Rainfed.
అదే వాళ్ళ బిడ్డ ఇప్పుడు నేను ఎక్కడున్నా అంటే ఈ దిశకున్నా ఇక్కడ ఈ సార్విస్లో వచ్చి విదేశీ వాళ్ళకి దాని చెట్లు అవుతుంది దానికి
మరి ఇక్కడ
ఇలాగే ఉంది ఇలాగ వెళ్తా ఇక్కడ పని ఉందా ఇక్కడ ఇంకో పని ఉందా కంప్లీట్ ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఎలాగ ఉంటుంది
స్టోర్ అయినాక
మెయిన్ చెక్ డ్యామ్ ఇదా అదా
means again is this one and we will have another farm pond the tank
another farm
pond
what farm
farm pond
to kind of full water for irrigation
no
silt is more in pond side one well is no different pond is full but different wells pond different level water level changing now so farm pond exploration after then result is
good and well
silt is more than 3-4 meters is
on farm ఓకే మీరు రైతు సంఘంలో చేస్తారు కదా ఒక పని డీసెల్ట్ ఆ పని ఆ పాండ్లో చేస్తారు కదా ఇక్కడి నుంచి రైతు సెకండ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ వేరే ప్రోగ్రామ్ సేమ్ విలేజ్ మీరు ట్రాక్టర్స్ వాళ్ళే ప్లేస్ చేస్తారు ఆ పని
వేరే విలేజ్
Part of this program we have done that work.
Desilting the pond.
Yeah, desiltation of the silt from the pond. But in limited way.
So there are two check dams. We saw one when we came here. There's another one here. So this trench feeds to the first one we saw. There is another trench which is going there. The pile of mud there, and the pile of mud here.
We have couple of such changes.
Yeah, there are up to 6 or 7 trenches here. We are in between 3 or 4 trenches here. So this trench and that trench is feeding into another check dam. So two check dams, and after that when the water overflows those two check dams, it actually goes through farm pond. Earlier the pond is actually filled with 3 to 4 meters of silt. They have dredged that, and what Kishan is saying is there is a farm pond which kind of is silted, so it doesn't take up any water, and there is a well right beside it which always stays dry. The well stays dry because the entire farm pond is filled with silt. It's not taking up water and not allowing the water to go down. So when you remove all the silt, the water will also show up in the well. Groundwater recharge happening. So as a part of this program, what BV has done is the researchers, two check dams, couple of trenches to make the water flow slowly through the check dams. After the check dams are overflowing, that water flows to the farm pond, on which all the mud is removed now. So now the soft soil, the clay soil, when it's removed, the water kind of seeps faster. Once the water goes down in the farm pond, you have a well right beside it, which is already showing results of uptake of water. The water levels are changing. So this is the point where this research stands. We need to kind of look at how the 70 wells and 7 wells which are used as monitoring have water quality data, because we is also collecting regular water quality sample data from these wells.
He is the driver. He will come fast. 50 compartments are there. When I reach here, 50 compartments I have to cross.
Namaste.
What happened? Come on. How can I? 50 wagons are there. I want to cross them. It's not if I am driver.
Namaste.
జనరల్ అయిపోగానే స్నానం చేయాల, చల్లటి నీళ్ళు ఇచ్చారు. ఇంకా వేడితోటి ఉన్న బాడీని ఒక్కటేసారి చల్లటి నీళ్ళు తల మీద చేసేసరికి ఇక ఇప్పటికీ టోన్లో చేంజ్ రాలేదు. అంటే అంత ఎఫెక్ట్ పడుతుంది. వాడు చిన్నోడు కదా, వయసులో ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి మంచి పవర్ చూపిస్తున్నాను నా మీద, భావన పైగా నేను. హీఈస్ ఎంజాయ్డ్ లాట్ విత్ మీ వెన్ హీస్ విత్ మీ. కాబట్టి ఇక నేను అందరికీ శిక్షలాగానే ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తుంటాను.
Some personal story. his brother-in-law died. 10 years ago. Correct? This is the second check dam. The smaller one, that's the main one. You can see the size of this is smaller than that. All of it is designed with the help of Vasan's engineers who look at the flow, how much, what will be the flow rate, how much do we need to hold it back, the size of it.
Yeah.
There is a little bit of water stored in the tank there. Yeah, we can see it right from here. Very careful. Is it a farm pond? This area was also kind of dredged, as in the silt was removed here. Eప్పుడు last time ఎప్పుడైంది బారిష్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది లాస్ట్ వర్షం ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది
month of July, August, we have small rain, little rain.
This is actually, we see water in this small pond even now, whereas the last rain happened only in August. It's already 2 months and it's still holding back. And this was supposed to hold back water to kind of, this is again part of recharge zone. So if it holds back for, it's already November 12th. So that means, yeah, around 2.5 months is gone after the rains and still this is holding back. So making substructures to hold back water to kind of allow it to seep through the groundwater makes a lot of difference to groundwater levels.
Yeah.
Also what happens is, if such surface water remains, this water will not always go down right after the rain.
Yeah.
Like it's like 2 buckets are full. When you connect them, there is no water transfer. But what happens is in the summers, this bucket is empty. So if this is holding back water, what it will do is, it will eventually recharge because these two are connected and these levels are going down. So this level is actually helping the groundwater. It's pretty simple. It's just that it's difficult to understand how the aquifers underground interact. What's the relationship? It's not visible to our eyes. It's a lot of prediction, modeling, which goes behind it, which makes it look complex.
And we can see some trenches.
Some piles of mud.
Yeah.
This one, that one, that one. All are trenches. It's all rocky area. All the single line, most like simple lines. That's still trenches. We'll have to see behind it. మీరు దగ్గర కెమెరా లేదా ఎందుకోసం పెట్టలేదు why don't you keep camera sir your boss sir I know your boss
But someone has stolen it. That's why I sacrificed it.
Thank you.
Malo check dam.
Final comment.
Overall the research work looks like it's quite heartening to see from where BB was at one point going on chak aro, village at a time, 6 weeks turnaround, 6 weeks turnaround, to see them engage in doing something more holistic. And especially when Madhu comes out and says this exercise is a lot more fulfilling also because it has a holistic impact, usage of words like holistic and overall, it reflects change in the mentality of the organization, which is very welcoming for organizations.
Thank you.